Hey guys, how's it going? Brad Riley here. Welcome to this video. And in this one today, I'm going to be giving you 2 techniques that will allow you to scale your social media marketing agency fast. Now, just before we jump into it, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And as well, if you can drop a like on this video, it will be really appreciated. It does mean a lot. And if you do have any questions after watching this video, be sure to comment down below as well, because I do get back to every single question on my videos. I'll be more than happy to help. Now, the first way that you're going to scale your agency is by continuing to optimize and track data. Now, I speak about this a lot, which is data is understanding, meaning the more data you have, the more you understand about your business, the better decisions you can therefore make. So now, by the way, this isn't just about one area in particular. This is across your whole business. No matter whether it's a system, whether it's an outreach method, whatever it may be, you need to always track the data and make decisions and optimize. That's always how you're going to scale. So let's look at example number 1. Let's say this is outreach. Make sure you are tracking your numbers for your outreach. You know what your outreach, the outreach numbers you're doing, how many replies you get, how many meetings you set, and how many deals you close. Because then you can look at that data and optimize. So let's look at outreach, right? Let's say you're doing 50 outreach a day and you're getting 2 responses. Now, data tells us that if you're only getting 2 responses off of 50 outreach, there needs to be some optimization there. You need to change perhaps your outreach message, the businesses you're actually doing outreach to. Perhaps if you're using something such as LinkedIn or a freelance website, you need to update your profile, make it look more professional, whatever it may be. But again, if you have that data, you can then optimize. Again, let's say you're doing 50 outreach a day, you're getting a good amount of responses. Let's even say you're setting a good amount of meetings, but let's say you've had 10 meetings, you haven't closed a single deal. Again, you can look at that data and say, okay, the first few areas here, the outreach, the push for the meetings, that's all going great, but it seems whenever I hop on in a meeting, I can't seem to close a deal. So then you know to optimize. You know you perhaps have to improve your sales. Maybe you need to get more commitments. Perhaps you're pricing too high, but again, you can then look at that data and optimize. So instead, all of a sudden saying, I've reached out to 100 businesses and only closed 1 client, all of a sudden that can be like, well, actually, it's not that the outreach is the issue, it's the sales bit that's the issue. You're having problems with the meetings, and then you can optimize and make decisions and informed and good decisions based off of that data. And you know what, we're talking in this in terms of outreach, but again, that works exactly the same with systems. When you put a system into your business, track it, make sure it works, make sure it's efficient. If it doesn't, make a decision to try another one, test something else, and continue to optimize. Always be optimizing your systems to make them more efficient. It's going to be more professional. Let's say you're getting results for a client. You want to split test. You want to have the data there and make optimal decisions. If you're split testing and you realize that this placement's working better than this placement, you should obviously cut off that placement and optimize to that one. It works the exact same in your business, in every single area, all right? So the first way that you're going to scale is to ultimately keep track of everything you're doing. Be a data-driven entrepreneur and then make really good decisions based off the back of that. Ultimately, no matter what area it is, that's how you're going to scale. Now, the second tip that I have for you today is really going to transform your life if you implement it, which is hire a VA to help you with your outreach. Now, I understand not everybody can afford a VA to begin with, hence why this video is called How to Scale Your Business. Scaling means is under the assumption you already have a couple of clients, therefore you already have some cash flow in your business to reinvest to scale. And my biggest recommendation, the best way you can do this, is to hire a VA that's about $4 to $5 per hour, train them on how to do outreach for you, and implement that into your business. Now, let's just put this into context. Let's say you have somebody who's $5 an hour, and you hire them for 10 hours a week. Roughly, that's about $50 a week, $200 a month, give or take. Let's say based off of those numbers, they're able to reach out to 20 businesses per day. All of a sudden, you're reaching out to 600 businesses a month for only $200. Now, if you close just 1% of that, you're gonna land 6 new clients. Average retainer of say $1,000, that's $6,000 a month off a $200 investment. Now let's lowball it. Let's say you only close 1 deal. A $1,000 a month retainer off of a $200 one-time investment for the month is ridiculous. If you keep that client for 12 months, you've made 12 grand off a $200 investment. It's absolutely ridiculous. So if you can afford to hire a VA, train them on how to do outreach on, LinkedIn, freelance websites, recruitment websites, Groupon, whatever it may be. If you train them how to do that, you provide them with the scripts, the outreach messages, it's going to be one of the best investments you can ever make. My VA that I implemented into my business has generated more income for me and for my agency than anything else that I've implemented. And it's so cheap, it's ridiculous. So if you can afford it, well, actually let's reframe that. You can't afford not to put that into your business. A lot of you have a lot of time, which is great. If you have a bunch of time, do it yourself. If you've got more time than money, great, do it yourself. But if you get into the stage where you'll have less time and more money because you've got more clients, you've got a lot going on, this is when you should start to implement a VA, an outreach VA, into your business. Now, if you're wondering how or where you can find an outreach VA, actually, if you are part of my Entrepreneur Accelerator mentorship group, which is only $30 per month, I actually have a big long list of virtual assistants who are trained, who are around that $4 to $5 per hour mark that I can just put you in contact with immediately and they can start for you tomorrow. So again, if you're unsure what my Entrepreneur Accelerator mentorship group is, it is my mentorship group where you get personal access to me. We do weekly live calls, weekly trainings. Again, you get personal help from me as well. So I'll send you voice notes, I'll give you action plans. And one of the awesome benefits as well is I can actually connect you with contractors. So if you are looking for someone and you're interested, it's only $30 per month and I'll be able to give you that full list of VAs so you can go and you can implement them into your business immediately and start scaling your company. If you aren't interested and you want to find them yourself, no worries. You can look on Upwork, you can look on People Per Hour, Facebook groups. There's a bunch of ways that you can actually find really good but cheap virtual assistants. But if you do value your time and you want to get this implemented immediately, I do recommend joining the Entrepreneur Accelerator group. Check out the top link in the description. So those are my 2 tips for you today. I hope you found a bunch of value. If you do have any questions for me, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to help. Thank you again so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day and I'll see you in the next one.